since. Like this?
We can go on talking like this for hours, but I've had enough.
Mr. McGrath, please. You can't just walk out.
You've had your say, Mrs. Grant. Now I have to go ahead and do what's best.
But what about Debbie? He won't even let us see her. You can't just leave us like this.
You can't go now. We've got to talk this all through again.
There's nothing more to discuss.
Can't you see what you're doing to her? You can't go without giving us a chance of seeing Debbie.
She's had enough upset from this family. She'll go ahead and have the operation, and I hope she'll forget the Grants ever existed.
You can't force her to have an abortion.
Mrs. Grant, you're letting the memory of your son influence you. You've got to see.
I've got to see nothing, Mr. McGrath. She wants to keep that baby, and so do I.
Can't you stop all this?
Mr. McGrath, you came round here presuming we'd go along with you over this abortion. Well, you were wrong. We're a Catholic family, Mr. McGrath, and we happen to believe that abortion's wrong, but this has got nothing to do with my faith. Yes, I do remember my son. And Mr. McGrath, I don't care if that baby is born deformed or wherever it's born, I want to keep it. And I don't care what my husband says. If a baby is born, he would keep it as well. I mean, can't you see, Mr. McGrath? That's all that's left of our Damon. She's carrying our grandchild, Mr. McGrath.
I don't care. We're talking about Debbie. She's got a future. She's alive.
Yeah. See you? If it hadn't been for your interfering, eh? You're interfering and pushing and making him go underhanded and run away from home. Our Damon might still be alive, mightn't he?
I had nothing to do with it. It was Damon's fault he went up there. I didn't kill him.
You as good as, didn't you? If you hadn't interfered, none of this would have happened.
Oh, think what you like. I just wish to God they'd never met. It was bound to end up like this.
It wasn't.
It was no good from the start.
It wasn't. It was your attitude, wasn't it? Pushing, interfering, leaving them alone. You give them nowhere to go. If you left them alone, it would have fizzled out after a few weeks.
He was no good.
Damon, I owe you a smack for the one you give me.
I was right all over.
Get
Get in, Dad. Like father, like son. Get in, eh? What have you got another job in the family of it?
him out! Out! Let's get him out! Out!
Don't want to come back in again, all right? Don't worry. I won't, never.
And that's for our Damon.
We'll never see our Damon's baby. We'll never see our own grandchild. What are we going to do?
All the time, turning the remains of